Hello again, truth seekers. Welcome back to Ninja Journalist and join us as we reveal the shocking reality of the seemingly glamorous lives of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Hello everyone, welcome to our website. The same people dishing out boiling tea on this royal family drama are at it again. OMG, you guys, fasten your seatbelts because we're about to get into some major royal drama that is spicier than a jalapeno covered in lava. What? So King Charles is out there breathing fire on Harry and Meghan or whatever else. Well, isn't that just peachy? Not that I can expect to see old Charlie boy breathing flames at the next royal garden party. Perhaps he can roast the crumpets using his dragon powers? Now before we make waves in the waters of this revelation, if you have not already please like, comment and subscribe. The explosive content that we are preparing, you definitely do not want to miss it. So, how about this bomb Harry and Meghan have apparently engaged with? Oh, please. At this stage, the real shock would be if these two ever managed to shut up for 5 minutes. They have been going off over there like the royal family lives in a minefield. Whenever they go out, it's as if there is an interview tape exploding in the press. Because now? A royal commentator is warning them about their business strategy. Well, isn't that thoughtful? As if Harry and Meghan are sat in their Montecito mansion like, I wonder what this random self-appointed royal commentator thinks about our business plans. But let's unpack this farther. The crux of the matter apparently involves a couple who can't stay out of the limelight for long. It is as if they feed on the chaos and ensure that there continues to be drama, for each turn of phrase or doubt-drenched move renews the media circus. They launch themselves into tell-all interviews, or Netflix documentaries. Always with us, if not for our benefit then at the very least beamed from their mountaintop ongoing quest to keep us interested. This is a dampening reality that might just as easily be chalked up to shrewd manipulation so much as it could represent the truth about what keeps them in news feeds while everyone else advances on their merry way towards other scandals of importance. The King Charles, who has always previously had a fairly stiff upper lip in public, is of course losing his shit. His so-called fiery retort may be less about anger and instead more a reflection of his frustration. After all, the monarchy is a system that manages to work because of its reliance on discretion and specialized tradition, notabilities, better left unsaid. The manner in which Meghan and Harry have decided to air the royal family's dirty laundry like this is fundamentally opposed to what the institution of monarchy represents. Which brings us to the perception problem. What do people take from this never-ending saga? There seems to be a split. On the one hand, you have those cheering for Harry and Meghan, who are seen as brave individuals taking a stand against an outdated and stodgy institution. Others accuse them of being opportunists taking advantage of their royal links to slate the institution that has been their launch pad. Oh, and the business strategy of course that interests the commentator so much? Relevance is everything in the celebrity/media world. However, the extent to which Harry and Meghan are able to control their narrative in print might be a double-edged sword. On the one hand it is a way of keeping them in society, but on this other they are always out there for people to see, so many find themselves bodies with no right to anything. The question is, will they continue to cultivate that outsized level of public interest without burning them out? Give me a break. They are living rent-free in the media's head so long they could probably afford another mansion off of all that saved rent money. Oh, and also, where do you get off with the zero chance of reconciliation bullshit? Good God, London bookies are all probably going nuts over that. Obviously, the tabloids are spinning stories about how Harry and William will never reconcile because it's their job, you know what I mean? Time to lay your money down, folks. Will Harry now crawl to Charles for mercy? Meghan, will she ever learn to curtsy properly? Join us next week for another thrilling installment of As the Crown Turns. But here's the kicker, folks. This concept of Harry and Meghan selling their titles, well, suck my pearls really. How dare they want to get a job? Don't they realize that they are not supposed to be just sitting around looking attractive and waving? Being too independent with your money ruddy entitled aristos. They knew their place, in my day, scrounging off the taxpayer of course. Dear God, why the Prince Andrew comp? Ouch. Which is exactly akin to saying, well this then, if you cannot be a perfect royal somehow, be an imperfect one. We are literally talking about having the lowest expectations. Is that it really best they can do? Come on back, Harry. We promise to be a little less awful than the asshole who, well, you know. But this is seriously what rubs my dick. Certainly, it would seem insane and hypocritical to put Harry/Meghan under a microscope and judge them for taking the route that they are. When other public figures, celebrities or even former royals attempt to cash in, it tends to be met with sympathy if not admiration. But now for some strange reason Harry and Meghan are villainized to the very core doing the same. They're criticized for wanting to be more independent and stepping back from royal duties as a result. On top of that, constantly being compared to Prince Andrew is not only unjust but also terribly destructive. Whether it be their media endeavors, charity work or speaking engagements, Harry and Meghan are trying to build. If we are really to break down Gates's lobbying and call out their indisputably legitimate grievances, support for themselves as a couple, equality of the causes they champion, to spare themselves accusations due in turn from Prince Andrew, then he can hold his mule by comparison. The fact that the British press still covers every step Harry and Meghan take is proof of their continued clout, as well as those appetite for royal drama. But at what cost? When pressured like this, bad-mouthing becomes unavoidable, making anyone's mental health and well-being break. It's time we give them some room to breathe and enjoy the good they bring instead only tearing it down. To sum up, the media bombardments regarding Harry and Meghan are unceasingly superfluous. Let them be without attaching ourselves to their every move and comparing unfairly. I mean, let's be real, it is about time they chart their own course in life without us. The point being, all of us are attempting desperately not to give a shit about Harry and Meghan, were they celebrities living in California or starving urchins monetizing their titles war, but God, it's difficult. In the meantime, you know well about global issues it is talking, and we stuck so much that even can't solve such a problem on daily level. Climate change? Oh, we can all talk about how annoyed Charles was. Economic crisis? Who cares? A brand, you say. Next thing Meghan is building a herd. We question if this is the Twilight Zone, where everything relating to the royal family trumps you know what all. Worst of all, is the true losers in this situation, us. It is we who are being forced to endure this royal soap opera bilge 24/7. Welcome to a never-ending episode of Keeping Up with the Windsors. Change the channel. But you know what? Probably just one big distraction. In the meantime, while we're distracted by reconciliations and business opportunities, they could be hatching plans for world domination. Think about it. How else will I distract from the smell? But no, instead you give us this rubbish. It's brilliant, really. Diabolical, but brilliant. We laugh at them, but for a brief second maybe they are all there laughing, sitting around and laughing at us. Imagine the scene. When you think of it like that, it seems likely, Charles, Camilla and William and Kate keenly huddled together around a large television screen watching all us colony decedents lose our minds over this rubbish. They think that we give a fuck about your reconciliation, but they need to say we are sorry, and some may also feel fucking bad. Ha! The spitting fire headline they bought again. It's not impossible, folks. So, really, what does this mean? That will just be a sign that we need to refocus our energy. A never-ending royal soap opera to take out from talking about the real topics of interest. The rate of climate change is increasing, economic inequalities are rising, and health crises that were global in both reach and frequency. That should be the debates. The crown jewel that consumes the attentions of a gazing nation, we see here, is emblematic of deeper maladies, this royal operetta mirrors our all too eager embrace of spectacle rather than serious or deliberative responses to substance. So, what can we do? This is where we can begin, by insisting on more from our media. We can be good consumers, consume news that does us educate than merely amuse. Policies and solutions more than personalities, scandals. Who glorify a gallant prince, and likewise lift to beatitude or flout the royal. It's grit, it isn't glitter. But the royal family drama is apart from still being entertaining as fuck. Most things about monarchies are disgusting, and do please keep in mind this story, although juicy, is that there are big issues we need to give some brain space to ourselves before everything else. But not for an eternity let few very privileged ones' drama distract us. Instead we can work together towards the challenges all of face. It is the least we must do if one wants a more just world to bequeath its offspring, balls in a bag for archaeologist grandchildren at worst. Absolutely nothing. Another day, another royal watching circus, ladies and gentlemen. We're all clowns in this big top. This is twirling to the rhythm of tabloid vultures and courtiers. It is an inescapable sideshow that never ends, with the royal gossip cycle of rumor and hyperbole, a performance played out to keep us all hooked, ready or not. When you next see that headline about royal drama, I advise you to take a deep breath and walk away from your device. Go do literally anything else. Pat a dog, pick up a book, find out how to juggle, do stuffs that make you happy and fantastic. Literally anything has more productivity and fulfillment than attempting to wade through the fact Harry or Meghan dropped some kind of bombshell. The relentless examination and chatter only serve to keep us from what is important in our own worlds. Thanks for watching. And if Harry and Meghan are out there listening, I seriously doubt they read Vice. So let me suggest this to them: if you really want people to clutch their pearls in shock, try something radical for a change. Mind your own business, let us mind our everywhere. Now that would be a revelation, laughing. In a culture increasingly fixated on the personal lives of public figures, that really would be quite radical. Any thoughts on this, guys? I hope you enjoyed reading. Please leave your thoughts down below and tell me what you think. You are awesome to read, as your views and perspectives complement the community discussion landscape. Until next time, remember to follow us on YouTube for unrated video and much more. So make sure to stay entertained with all the latest updates and in-depth analyses from the royal family landscape. Follow us on our social media for all the latest news and updates from the royal family. Subscribe to make sure you never miss a royal moment. Your contribution makes a difference in allowing Randy reporting and publishing their stories. Thanks for watching. We are coming back with even more exciting updates and stories of the royal family. Bye for now, and take care.